Hello, Internet. Patrick with Pedicate Games. I've got a couple of games to unbox for you because I've got a mail yesterday. It had two games in it because I wanted the final versions of it. So the first one is Sewers and Serpents. I've been working on this one for a while. I playtested the crap out of it before I got a final version, but this is the final version. So inside the box, there's several things. First, it has all the pawns. These are just little wooden pawns. There's 5 of them, so up to a 5-player game. The instruction book, which nicely written in various colors and all that stuff, so it looks nice. This is the deck of cards. It's a rather large deck. It's 100 cards, I believe. Maybe a little bit more. I have to look. At one point it was 113. I think I cut it down to 100, but this is the deck. It's a huge deck. But it's required to have a deck this big because there's up to 5 players. So people need to be able to hold things in their hand because this is a game where your hand size can get rather large. So those are the cards. And then there's a game board to track your position. Since it's pretty much, it's a card game pretty much, but there are requirements for progressing. Kind of like if you've ever played Phase 10, different people can be at different places during the course of the game. So you start at number 1 and 2, 3, 4, all the way around to 10, which is the final quest that you have to complete. That's the board, and that's all it's in there. It's a really simple game. It's a really fun game. People who've play tested it with me said it was a lot of fun, so I'm excited about that one. So that's the final version. This one is currently for sale, so you can buy this one on at thegamecrafter.com. I'll put the link underneath the video if you'd like to purchase it. That's that one. This one is not for sale yet. This is Parallaxx. This is an abstract strategy game that I was working on. I came up with a theme of balloons, but I really like the way the box looks because, you know, they kind of blend into each other, so it actually just looks like one uniform pattern over the whole thing, which I really like. Inside this box is, of course, an instruction booklet. And there is also the pawns, these are larger pawns. There's 3 of each color. There's 4 colors. Oh, I didn't put these back in the box. And then there's the play cards, which this game works. It's a strategy game based on movement. So these are the cards. They're larger. These are actually called tarot cards. They're tarot size. So they're a much larger card because it's a very small deck. It's only like, I think 17 cards, something like that. Very thin. But each card has a move on it, as you can see. Different moves. So the move is what you play. So you play a move card and then you move one of your pawns that move, and then the card that you just played goes into the hand of the opponent to your left. So you give them the moves that you make. So it's an interesting strategy game because you try to make moves that give you an advantage without giving moves to your opponent that would give them an advantage. So it's a really complex strategy. It's surprising how complex it becomes. And this is the board, which this is actually a full board game. It's not just a card game because it's all about moving your pieces. And it's a really simple board. It's just squares. Simple board with the starting areas and the squares, and that's all there is to it. But this one I haven't completely fully play tested yet. I've play tested it with 2 people. I play tested it with 3. I haven't play tested it with 4 yet, but it works with 3. So if it works with 3, I'm sure it'll work with 4. But we'll try it out and find out. If it works, then I'll put it up for sale, and that will also be available. It's not available yet because I wanted to finalize the art and do the last bit of play testing. But there we go, Parallaxx. So those are 2 games. One is already out, and one is going to be out soon. That's it. I'm going to be entering a contest next month for Hasbro for a game design. I've got an idea for the game, and I'm working on developing it right now. But first prize is $25,000, so wish me luck. That's all I got. See you guys later.